Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
3:25.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
It's now second down.
Second down after that previous play.
Alert, alert.
They'll run it here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. In the clear at the 25. Can he take it all the way? Return a pick six. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown.
Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT.
Kentucky.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And there's the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle, but first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up and back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Motion now from the tight end. And the single back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. That's a design quarterback keeper. Has the first still on the move. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They're going to run it here. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. the air. It's Perkins. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dump off caught by the running back. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on third down.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Kentucky 3.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Perkins. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT puts him up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. With the catch, it's Cole. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Has the first down and more. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Perkins. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return.
Kentucky.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
First and goal here for the offense. They're going to run it. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Offense moving backward. Penalty.
Got it.
The offense sets up with a first and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spot.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's at the 50, across the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw, testing the middle. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Kentucky 10.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Throws a rocket toward the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw yet again. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And here comes the punter onto the field.
Number 17 in park formation to kick it away.
Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? It's a 2-yard game. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the ground, it's Williams. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One more play before they head to the locker room. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Perkins. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and hits some positive yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Ducks will line up to punt it away.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Handoff running right. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got...
And they heave it deep downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, backs against the wall, they get to this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal, and that's a win for the defense.
This try is no good. The lead remains at 11 after the miss.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown to bury at least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Now it's 2nd down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try the right here. Powers through. They tackle him behind the line. A loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Looking for some space. It's Williams. And the defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 28, Kentucky 10.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Field goal try, no good. The lead remains at 18 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the Ducks are looking to keep this drive going.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That's a solid run. Good for first down yardage. Takes the handoff. It's Williams. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. There's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. They'll give it to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
So, second down after the incompletion. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Wildcats. No chance to catch him.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Tackle made after just a short game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick completion to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Wood. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
No gain on the play.
Second down play coming up. And here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Second down.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And the tailback's got it again. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.